Folks. Episode 4 of Online Learning in a Hurry. I'm faculty support here out in the wild. But one of the things that's come up a lot that I thought might be interesting to talk about is exactly what a discussion forum is for. So I've talked to a lot of faculty in the last couple of days who know what you want to talk about. So if you have a lecture or you have a PowerPoint or you have an article or you have a picture or a movie or whatever it is you have to be teaching and you'd like students to discuss it, I would heartily advise the usage of a discussion forum. The first thing I would say is that often teachers end up being extroverts. Not always, not all the time, but certainly there are a lot of extroverts who are teachers. And the idea that everybody likes to have a live, engaging, fascinating discussion where there's lots of energy is something that we extroverts think is fantastic. That is not the experience of those of us who are introverts. For them, those conversations are frustrating and difficult to get their points out, and they like to have a couple of minutes to think their way through a process and maybe skip through some of the social tension that the extroverts kind of overlook to be able to engage in a conversation. And that's what a discussion forum does really well. So if you post a, hey, let's talk about this piece of sculpture and let's have a discussion about it, then everybody can sort of sit down and think about it and get engaged in that process. For the extroverts, they can jump in really quickly and say what they have to say on somebody else's post, but that doesn't run over other people talking. So everybody gets a chance to talk. Everybody gets a chance to think their way through what they want to say and maybe engage in a variety of conversations instead of just 4 or 5 people dominating that. So I think a discussion forum is a really, really great option. It can replace a live lecture. It's frankly, in these times when our live systems are going to be increasingly taxed, it is a great way to replace a live lecture. And it also is darn good pedagogy. So if you've got people sitting there and thinking about stuff and actually responding, rather than sitting passively for an hour doing who knows what, you're going to get a more engaged student. And there's a possibility, I think, that some deeper learning is actually going to happen there. And last point, nice thing about a discussion forum is it's not just you talking. So I always like to think of ways to try to have students get beyond the limit, the horizon of my inadequacies. There's all kinds of things I don't know and perspectives I have that are probably biased or bad or about my own upbringing. But when you open up that discussion and you allow something like a discussion forum to happen, there's all kinds of ways in which students have a chance to learn stuff that you don't know. And then maybe you can learn something too. So discussion forums, use them instead of lectures as much as you can. I mean, it's going to be an awful lot easier. Anyway, take care. Bye-bye.